welcome back to another episode of The Fool's Journey by the Third Eye of Providence. I appreciate everybody who's checking out this content. If you're hitting the like button, I super appreciate that. And I love all of my subscribers so much. Thank you guys for hitting the notification. And if you haven't already, do hit the little bell and you'll get the alert when I share new content. So today's episode of The Fool's Journey is going to cover the Suit of Pentacles, and we're going to review the cards of the Ace through the 10. And in the next episode, we'll review the Court cards, so stay tuned for that. Okay, well, today's episode, like I said, talks about the Suit of Pentacles, and we're going to review each of the cards. We're also using The Complete Book of Tarot, a comprehensive guide by Anthony Lewis, to get an overall theme of the energy of the Pentacles and what each of the card represents in the upright and the reverse. So let's see what the book has to say. Okay, I saved the Suit of Pentacles for last because honestly, to me, this is one of the more important suits to use in a reading. When these appear, they're really helpful to me to get an idea of what's happening in the material and physical reality of the person that I'm reading for. Because the pentacles are connected to the energy of Earth. So this really has to do with not just like the physical Earth, but the material as well. And this is definitely a really good basis to get an idea of what's happening in the person's life. And then we can move into the other suits to examine how their physical reality is affecting their emotional state, how it's affecting what they think, and how that's affecting their actions. I hope that makes sense. So, it says that the Tarot Pentacles derive from the suit of gold coins, dinars, in the Mamluk deck. Dinars were the currency used for business transactions and the material affairs of daily life. The suit of diamonds of ordinary playing cards correspond to the coins or the pentacles. Interesting. When trying to remember keywords for the pentacles, it may help to recall the song "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend." In astrology, the Suit of Pentacles is related to the receptive yin group of the earth signs. So that's going to be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And this definitely mirrors the inner directed nature of the earthly coins in the tarot. So we have some keywords that will help us associate energies of the Pentacle suit, and that would be money, of course, finances, possessions, goods, income, and also work-related projects, opportunities for work, business. It's also talking about labor, material affairs, investments, manifestations. Then we're also going to see this representing the tangible reality, the material well-being, and then physical attainment, health matters, medicine, taking care of one's body, and the five senses. So, let me get into, let's see. Let's start with the Ace of Pentacles, and we're going to circle back to discussing our numerology symbolism with the number 1, which is the Ace. It's always talking about a creation, new life, beginnings, will, and the initial spark of something. So with that applied to the physical and material manifestations, the Ace of Pentacles is going to be a card that talks about the opportunity for material improvement. A giant penny from heaven appears to the reader. So when this is upright, it suggests a new beginning related to health, money, or material well-being. It says that the pentacles were typically gold coins, suggesting that this ace is linked to financial security, sound business practices, and achievement in the material world. The Ace of Coins accompanies the receipt of money, scholarship aid, a job offer, or an opportunity for increased income. Traditionally, it is a card of great joy. Now is a time of reward and recognition for your persistent effort and hard work. The proper care of your body or perhaps some athletic achievement may also be part of the picture. Interesting. So when we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it suggests that something may have gone awry in your quest for material well-being. Perhaps you're missing a significant opportunity to improve your financial security, or maybe your attitude toward wealth and prosperity needs adjusting. In the myth of King Midas, his unbridled greed for the acquisition of material goods leaves him devoid of human contact. Now may be a good time to ponder Buddha's teachings about non-attachment. Interestingly, the lilies on this card resemble the lotus, a Buddhist symbol of non-attachment, and the lotus has the ability to rise above the muck of the swamp and produce an object of beauty. Interesting. So definitely a good sign in the upright, and in the reverse, sort of a sign of a little bit of a challenge. Now we're going to get into the Two of Pentacles. And like we've discussed in the numerology, 2 is all about balance, right? And look at how beautiful we see that in this card. 2 is all about duality and partnerships and choices. So the 2 of Pentacles, it says, despite the snags, keep on dancing. When upright, the 2 of Pentacles suggests that you're engaged in a balancing act. There may be a conflict, for instance, between the demands of work and those of your family. Your life is full of responsibilities that you must juggle efficiently to get everything done. Despite any snags, keep on trekking. At this time, you're undergoing many changes that will ultimately lead to a sense of increased stability. You may feel as if you are sailing through turbulent waters in the hope of calmer seas ahead. It's important to remain flexible and to adapt to circumstances. The ships on this card can imply travel or dealings abroad. A written message or document may also be indicated by this card. Interesting. But when this card is in reverse, 2 of Pentacles reversed is going to imply you're being pulled in many directions by various commitments and having a hard time adapting and establishing balance in your life. You may feel as if you will either sink or swim. Perhaps you have taken on more than you can handle, or others are placing an overwhelming number of demands on your time and your energy. Unexpected obstacles and erratic conditions are creating a sense of turbulence. It says to decrease your anxiety and sense of agitation, you need to focus and bring more balance into your life, even if it means getting outside help or removing some irons from the fire. Oh, wow. Overwhelmed with choices definitely is something about the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Now we're going to get into the 3 of Pentacles. And as we've discussed in the symbolism of 3, it's all about creativity. It's all about the fruits of a joint venture, right? And it's about fertility. So with the 3 of Pentacles, this is a card that says, together we can build a better mousetrap. When upright, the 3 of Pentacles points to the skillful use of your talents to construct something of quality, often in cooperation with others. It suggests that people recognize your maturity and truly appreciate all of your training and expertise. It says, there is nothing like a job well done to enhance your reputation and sense of self-esteem. Beautiful energy. And in the reverse, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse warns of childish or lazy or immature behavior. It says you may be cutting corners or you're not carrying your full load at work. It will become obvious if you are not producing a quality product and failing to live up to your potential. Perhaps you need more training or experience to become a better qualified person for this job. Don't be content with mediocrity. Wow. Interesting. I really am enjoying this suit. And I forgot to mention, if you need to study the symbolism in the cards a little bit more, just hit the pause button. You can go back and check out the other ones that we've done too. So we're at the number 4. And according to the numbered pip cards in the previous suits, we have determined that the energy of 4 is about stability, foundations, structure, and order. So we also have the energy of manifestation. And with this earth energy here, that means this is holding tight to the gift of surety. Oh yeah, he's definitely got a good grip on that thing. He's not letting any of them out of his sight. So when the 4 of Pentacles upright appears in a reading, it suggests that your focus now is on maintaining wealth and improving material security. To hold on to what you possess, sound financial planning and money management are called for. It says that if you have a long-term goal that requires monetary backing, a careful plan of savings will help you achieve your dream. This card may also mark a period of gain in power, money, or influence. Business dealings go well, and financial gift or inheritance is possible. Although tempted to cling tightly to what you have, you're also able to enjoy your material well-being and act with generosity. Now, when this card appears reversed, it warns of miserliness. It says you might be clinging too tightly to material goods and earthly power. It says that you might not appreciate the value of human relationships. Your fear of loss may prompt excessive materialism and is a cloistered existence hindering you from making important changes that are overdue. Some of your plans to increase your wealth may run into obstacles or delays. It says that the myth of King Midas illustrates the types of setbacks excessive greed can entail. So this is definitely an Ebenezer Scrooge energy. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Now we're going to get into the 5 of Pentacles. So, as we discussed before, the symbolism of the energy of the number 5 always has to do with a tension, a conflict, or a crisis, a disruption, or some instability. So when we see that applied to the material suit of the coins or the pentacles, you know, it's pretty clear what this picture is painted as. This is money can't buy you love. When the 5 of Pentacles appears upright, let me get there we go. It says when it appears upright in a reading, this is going to refer to 2 people who remain very much in love despite any material troubles they might confront. They take seriously their marriage vows for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. It says the lovers walking in a snowstorm past the church where they got married. Despite declining finances and ill health, they remain devoted to each other in a committed relationship. So this card indicates the importance of love and mutual support in weathering life's storms. It shows a willingness to face hardships with a partner in a mutually supportive way. Beautiful. I mean, not the best energy, but it's a very admirable quality. So, when we have this in the reverse, it talks about the reluctance to fulfill a commitment. It says, when the going gets tough, the idealism of young love comes into conflict with harsh reality, making it difficult to stay together when confronted with financial loss, ill health, or other trying circumstances. Rather than attempt to reconcile differences and make your emotional ties more satisfying, you're inclined to give up and to seek satisfaction elsewhere. In essence, You may be deciding to leave your partner out in the cold, and you may find yourself undergoing such an experience. Oh, not pleasant. Definitely talking about disruption and crisis. So, moving into the 6th energy, we have, like we've just said before in the numerology, it's about communication, sharing, compassion, and harmony. So, the 6 of Pentacles energy is sharing material success now. Definitely a Santa Claus figure here, right? Sorry, this is not really wanting to focus today. I think it's the lighting. So, it says, when upright, the 6 of Pentacles implies that money and resources are being apportioned in a fair and socially responsible manner. If your financial situation is secure, you may be called upon to assist those who are less fortunate. If you're experiencing a present need, essential resources and financial aid are likely to become available. An essential meaning of this card is that something of value is being passed from one person to another person in a true spirit of generosity. Okay. Now, when this card appears reversed in a reading, the 6 of Pentacles suggests an unfair or inequitable distribution of wealth and resources. Perhaps your situation involves some sort of nepotism, favoritism, or ingratitude for help received, or envy of another's good fortunes. It says you may be squandering your fortune or using your wealth for purely selfish ends without regard to the welfare of the planet or that of your fellow human beings. It says be responsible with your money. No one likes to hear that the check is in the mail. Maybe now is not the time. Wow. No one likes to hear that the check is in the mail. So let's get into the 7 of Pentacles. It says that this numerology of 7 is all about, again, seeking an advantage. It's about reevaluation, reassessment, and standing at the threshold of something. So when we have that applied to the material energy of the Suit of Pentacles, the coins, the earthly energy here, and the number 7, this says that this card is where your treasure is, there also your heart will be. Beautiful. So when in the upright, the 7 of Pentacles suggests that it shows that there's a farmer who has paused in the midst of his labors to assess his progress and plan his next move. He has worked hard to get to this point and is well aware that his efforts will eventually pay off. Perhaps he's pondering what else he needs to do with his time. When we plant seeds, we know that no amount of impatience on our part will speed their growth. Instead, diligent care, responsible cultivation, and respect for the natural cycles will produce an abundant harvest. Beautiful. The planet Saturn is associated with this card and is a strict taskmaster who, in the end, gives us what we deserve. So, when the 7 of Pentacles appears reversed, it suggests that you're feeling apprehensive about a financial situation. Perhaps you're worried that there will not be sufficient return on your investment of your time, your resources, or your money. The problem is that investments typically take time to mature and cannot be rushed, so impatience can result in wasted resources, failed projects, or missed opportunities. You need to assess your situation realistically and follow the principles of sound fiscal management if you wish to succeed. It says if you're not sure about what to do, then get advice from an expert consultant. Daydreaming or focusing on irrelevant matters will not help you to reassess the situation that is causing anxiety. It says that it suggests that you need to keep your nose to the grindstone when this card appears in reverse. So let's get into the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the symbolism of the number 8. It's all about power, determination, action, movement, and cycles. So when we apply that to the material suit of the Pentacles, this is always talking about skill in the material world. Right? This is a skilled person here. So when the 8 of Pentacles appears upright, it shows a craftsman perfecting his skills and working diligently to do an excellent job. It says that this card is training an apprenticeship with the goal of honing one's abilities to produce a quality product. There is much satisfaction in tending to the details and doing things well, even if it takes several attempts to get it right. The artisan on the card is willing to put in the necessary time and effort. He understands that he needs to be patient and allow things to mature properly rather than to try to rush the process. Traditionally, this card refers to an amiable and modest peasant who approaches their chores diligently without complaint or pretension, as symbolized by the sign of Virgo, which is associated with this card. And then the 8 of Pentacles in reverse suggests that you may not be putting in the needed time or effort to do a job well. Maybe you don't care about producing a quality product, or maybe you're cutting corners just to get the job done. Remember that Rome wasn't built in a day. Although there may be a short-term gain in your current approach, in the long run, you're likely to feel a sense of dissatisfaction. When the storm arrives, it's comforting to know you have put on something away for a rainy day. Okay, now we're going to get into the 9 of Pentacles. So, as we've discussed previously, the 9 symbolism is all about a fruition, an attainment, a culmination, and a final energy, because it's the last single digit in numerology. It's all about the ending of something. Now, when we have that applied to the material and manifesting and physical energy of the Suit of Pentacles, it says that the 9 of Pentacles energy card, this is going to talk about solitary attainment in material affairs. All right, so again, this is about fulfillment. When the 9 of Pentacles appears upright, it depicts the discerning virgin of the sign Virgo, a self-contained maiden modeled after Astraea, the goddess of purity and justice, who held a grain of wheat in her left hand. Under Astraea's rule, it says the human race enjoyed peace, prosperity, perfect weather, and eternal youth. Unfortunately, the increasing vileness of human behavior caused the discerning goddess to flee to the heavens, where she became the constellation Virgo, isolated from the wickedness of humankind. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of accomplishment, refinement, material fortune, and enjoyment of the fruits of the harvest. It indicates being rewarded for discerning, discretion, hard work, meticulous care, and prudent planning. Whew. It's hard to get that one out. So, okay, to review, the 9 of Pentacles is about self-reliance. It's about reward, self-sufficiency, and meticulous care, right? So when the 9 of Pentacles is reversed, it suggests a situation in which someone acts in bad faith or blocks your progress. As a result of the deception or broken promises, a project may fail to materialize or need to be aborted. Perhaps you were counting on someone to keep their word, only to discover that they have left you in the lurch. You may end up feeling isolated or sensing that security has been compromised. Having carefully planned and cultivated your garden, you discover that the time has not yet come to enjoy your harvest. Oh, not a great energy in reverse. Definitely nice in the upright, but not so much in the other position. So, we have made it finally to the Ten of Pentacles. And as we've discussed, again, the numerology of 10 is all about the fullness of completion. It's about being on the precipice of starting anew and readiness to begin another cycle. So 10 is one too many. It's the start of the double digit. So when we apply that to the material reality of the suit of coins and pentacles, this is representative of a prosperous household. It says, when upright, the Ten of Pentacles depicts a secure family environment populated by several generations, including the dogs. The patriarch of the family apparently has provided well for his children and grandchildren and will no doubt leave them an inheritance. There is little point in accumulating wealth only to hoard it. The family on this card is enjoying the benefits of sound financial planning and wise investments. Even the family's pets are well cared for. Now it says that when this is in the reverse, this hints at a family feud related to financial insecurity or a matter of legacy or inheritance. The person in charge of planning for the needs of his or her dependents has instead been guilty or unwise in their speculation or poor financial planning. In some cases, this card may highlight problems related to gambling. Alternatively, the person who should be providing for their family has opted to hoard their wealth rather than use it for the benefit of all. Whew. Wow. Well, I mean, like we have discussed, this is the 10 is one too many, and we have it in the material card, so of course we're going to see a little bit of a hoarding energy when that shows up in the shadow aspect. All right, so I hope this has been helpful. I apologize for the issues with the focus. It's the lighting, I think, is off today, but we have gone through so many episodes of the Fool's Journey, and we're almost at the end here. This, again, reviewing the Suit of Pentacles and coins, talking about the earth and the material energy. I hope it helped you and you've got a little bit more guidance into how to interpret these cards when they appear in a reading. And like I said, stay tuned, because in the next episode, which is going to be the final episode of the Suits of the Pentacles, we'll review the court cards. And make sure, again, you're hitting the save or the subscribe button so you can journey along with us on the Fool's Journey and stick it out to the end of the content. We're almost there. Thank you guys, everybody, so much for all of your support.